Then we kind of designed. I don't know how would you call this, but it's propaganda for our problem here in our city, in our country. Political propaganda. And then I came home and I have lunch.
Okay, nice. That sounds like a good day. Productive.
Yeah.
All right. What'd you have for lunch?
It's spaghettis.
Nice.
White
And we would be
spaghetti.
spaghetti. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
So to be singular. And wide spaghetti might be linguine.
Excuse me?
So if it's a wide spaghetti, it'd be linguine,
Yeah.
I think.
No, it was just spaghetti
Okay.
without anything else. So white spaghetti. We call it like this. It's like that here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. And so what was your propaganda about? So you said you made some propaganda for the political reasons? What was it about?
Yeah. We want to make the public education equal to estatal education. I don't know if to say it's estatal, but that
Private?
the no, all the opposite. We want the public education that right now it's owned by corporations that are private to be owned by the state.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes
So,
sense. Public
so
education is owned by private corporations?
yeah, it's owned by private corporations, but is I don't know how to say this. The state kind of give resources to them, and that makes them public. But they are not public, as public should be provided
No.
by the state.
Interesting. Okay. Um, where are you from, Felipe?
I'm from
Brazil?
no, I'm from Chile.
Chile. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds odd. I didn't know that that was how the school system worked there.
yeah,
Uh,
it's terrible.
yeah, interesting though. Um, all right. And yeah,
From where are you? The United States?
Costa Rica. So right now I'm in Costa Rica.
Oh, in Costa Rica. And how is the like living there?
Um, it's okay. It depends. It's definitely has a lot. It's hard to say exactly, especially out of context.
No. Okay. I heard you kind of cut off.
Uh,
You are freezing a little bit.
yeah.
Or maybe
Uh,
it's me.
I'm not sure how to best. I'm not sure to answer that. I can. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hello, Joshua. Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me, Jose?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. How are you doing?
Fine. Thanks for asking, Joshua. Nice to see
Okay.
you.
Nice to see you as well. And Quentin, how's it going?
Pretty well, and you?
Doing well. Thanks for asking. Quentin, where are you from?
I'm French.
French. Okay. Cool. And I haven't seen you in class before. So what do you do for fun? What do you like to do in your free time?
Oh, learning English at first, and now I like traveling, watching cinema, boulder climbing. I don't know what you know it is.
Okay, bouldering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bouldering, yes, that's right.
Nice.
Yes, that's all. TV show, yes, Walking Dead, Game of Thrones.
Nice. So HBO shows. Cool. Yeah, definitely they've got some good shows. And Sergey, welcome to class as well. Sergey, how's it going?
Hello, Josh. I'm fine, thanks.
Nice. Good to hear. Sergey, what have you been up to today?
It was a typical day, but I had my English class here. It was English speaking club, There's
Okay.
another guy, yes, and I also practice some English there. And just your lesson, it's last for me before I'm going to sleep because it's so
Nice.
late in Moscow. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. What time is it in Moscow right now?
Midnight.
Okay. Wow. Definitely very late. Okay. All right. Well, let's get started with today's lesson then.
Yeah, good.
So we'll be talking about technology. Oh, we're a little bit ahead of ourselves. And let's start with Felipe. Can you read the title and the next few lines?
Okay, technology. Today we will talk about what kinds of technology we use most often, what technology will be like in the future. And I guess that was 3 lines.
Yeah, finish it up.
Okay, how technology affects and will affect the future.
Yeah. And so one small thing, people often use few to mean just a small number instead of exactly two. So it's a really common, I guess,
Oh, okay.
error. Not really an error, but yeah. So people use few if they're talking about just any small number. So a couple of things with pronunciation, technology. So got that G sound. Can you repeat technology?
Technology.
Good. And what kinds of technology we use? Use.
Use.
Yeah. And future. It's more of a ch sound. So future. Can you repeat future as well?
Future.
Yeah, future. Good. Okay. And does anybody have any questions on this first page? Okay, good. And let's go to the next page. And also, David, welcome back to class. David, how's it going?
Hey again, Joshua. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. All right, Felipe, can you ask Jose the first question?
Jose, what type of technology do you use most often in your daily life?
The type of technology that I use most often in my daily life is the electronic technology. For example, the laptop, the TV.
Okay. Maybe let's pick one. So the technology that I use most often in my daily life is the television,
Yes, the television. Okay,
I guess, or my laptop.
laptop.
Um, okay, good. I think that's good. And Jose, can you ask Quentin the next question?
If you could invent a new technology or gadget, what would you create? Create.
Quentin, can you answer? Are you there?
Who?
Quentin? Okay, Sergey, what about you? Can you answer?
Yes, a good question, but I cannot tell about it. It's a secret information because it's a very good question. But if we abstract from this, I would like to create special robotics for my mother because she is a pensioner and she needs some help and this device will be for her. To make some things at home.
Will be for her to do what?
To make some things householding, like house making. I don't know how exactly to say it. For things at home, to clean, for example,
do chores.
Do chores, yeah.
This device will be for maybe to help her do chores. How about that? Can you read that sentence one more time?
Yes, okay. I cannot tell about it, it's a secret information, but if we abstract from this, I would like to create special robotics for my mother because she is a pensioner and she needs some more help. This device will be to help her to do chores.
Yeah, chores.
Chores. Okay, chores.
Yeah. And we'd say pensioner.
Pensioner, okay.
And robotics.
Robotics.
Good.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good job. And let's have Sergey. Can you ask David the next question?
David, question for you. How do you think technology will change in the future?
Okay, Sergey. Well, I think the technology is going to advance a lot in the near future because nowadays I think the technology is one of the most important things that the people consider. So I think they are going to invent many new cell phones with new applications, computers, more powerful computers and cell phones, better cars, better electronic device, and a lot of things that help us to do some task more easier.
Okay, maybe a lot of things that help us make tasks easier.
Easier, right? You type very quickly. You type very good.
Thanks. I didn't quite catch everything you said, but I did my best.
But no, it's a good, a good work.
Thanks. And yeah, that was good though. Americans dream so much about it. Quentin, that's terrible. Okay, but good. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions on this page? Okay. Maybe Felipe, if you could invent a new technology or a gadget, what would you create?
I think that a new power source, or a more efficient way to use the power source we have already.
Okay. Maybe just to make it sound a little bit smoother, I think I would create a new power source. Or discover. You could say discover or create. It depends on what you're planning on really doing. Or a way to make the power sources that we have more efficient. I think that's good. Really well done. And yeah.
I have one question. When we are referring to technology, we're referring to anything Minecrafted or to a specific kind of technology?
I think technology in general, nothing specific, no.
Okay.
Okay. Or a gadget? Is that what, did you also... Just remember gadget sounds like that.
Gadget.
And that's just a technological device. But let's go here and let's have Jose. Can you read the words?
Yes. Technology savvy, innovation, advanced, breakthrough, information technology, state of the art, gadget, appliance.
Good. So we'd have IT.
IT.
Yeah, IT. And technologically.
Technologically.
Yeah, technologically.
Technologically.
Good.
Technologically.
Perfect.
Okay.
Technological. Okay. And yeah, great. And does anybody have any questions about any of these words?
Yeah, Joshua, the first one, technologically savvy. What does mean?
Okay, good. Who can explain what technologically savvy means?
Savvy.
Any ideas?
Maybe it's intellect, IQ, like IQ, technologically
Close.
savvy. Close, yeah.
It's like
It's
knowledgeable.
okay.
Like nerds, no?
Sort of. So knowledgeable about technology. So savvy just means knowledgeable, and technologically savvy, it's a way of describing the type of knowledge that one has. So savvy,
Okay.
knowledgeable, about technology would be technologically savvy, or educated about technology. So either one of those would be good. Any other
For, ex-
questions?
for example, Joshua, Steve Jobs was a technologically savvy, no?
Yeah, we would say Steve Jobs was technologically
Savvy.
savvy. Good. Yeah, just a way to describe somebody. And any other questions?
Yes, Joshua, sorry for that. Knowledge is like wise, like a person that is wise in something.
Knowledge.
No, but knowledgeable.
Sort of, yeah. If you're knowledgeable, it's like you have a lot of knowledge. You know a lot of things.
Okay.
Be having a lot of knowledge. Or knowing a lot of things. Yeah, so if knowledge is something that you know, knowledgeable is having a lot of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that makes sense. Any other
Yes.
questions?
Yes. Breakthrough.
Okay, breakthrough. Who can explain what a
Breakthrough.
breakthrough is?
Well,
Breakthrough.
it's more or less the same as advance. It's a big advance, no?
Yeah. Advance. Like a big advance.
It's like a rupture knowledge. It kind of breaks what you know of the subject.
Yeah, it's like a rupture in that it breaks what you know about the subject previously. Yeah. So it's very new knowledge that changes people's ways of thinking about something. Yeah,
For
or it's a
example,
big step forward. Yeah.
for example, the internet was a breakthrough. A breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, any other questions?
Yes. State of the art.
Okay, and who can explain what state of the art means?
Oh, I did it in my thesis. It's not so fun.
What was that?
I did for my thesis. It's when you explain how the technology is actually. No, it's not it.
It's a level of developing, like.
Yeah, so state of the art technology would just be really new. So state of the art, yeah, would be new technology or the most advanced technology in some cases. Not quite the sum of the knowledge. Felipe, it's more just the latest point of development, or the newest development. Hopefully that makes sense. So something that's state of the art is just, it's not old yet. It's still new. Can't really explain it other than that. But good. Any other questions? Okay, and let's have Jose, can you use appliance in a sentence? Jose?
Yes.
Okay, can you use the word appliance in a sentence?
Okay. The the TV is the last appliance, no?
The last appliance?
No?
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
The appliance of the TV is to watch a film, no?
Uh, close. I
Or
think it's
the appliance of the phone is to make calls.
not quite. So a TV and a phone are both appliances. It's
Appliances.
like a type of electronical device. So we have a kitchen appliance, which would be a toaster, a refrigerator, and the stove, and maybe a handheld appliance would be your phone or your tablet. Those are all appliances. They're just like
The devices is
similar. Devices
si-
are
si-
always.
similar to devices.
So devices generally smaller. So devices generally like a phone or a tablet, something that you can carry around with you that's electronic.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yes, it can be used for an application, for example, or a software, an appliance, where there is no link with
The application?
yes.
Yeah. So the application of I don't know. It sounds a little bit strange. So it. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't use it. It's tricky. You can use an
Okay.
application like that. To apply something is to do it. But it's odd. Yeah, and so an appliance is usually just a thing. The Linux emulation for the CS50 class is called CS50 appliance.
Okay, so it's a physical thing.
Yeah, generally speaking.
Okay.
But you can also, yeah, let's leave it at that. It's a little bit tricky. If you want to go into the dictionary and kind of look at application or appliance. Yeah, anyways, it's just a little bit more complicated. But in this case, we're just talking about devices, kind of, gadgets, or appliances. Any other questions?
Yeah, Joshua, I have a comment. Information technology is more related to communication, right? Like technology related to communication of cell phone and social media.
Yeah. Let's look up. So it's just the study of systems, especially computers and telecommunications, for storing, retrieving, and sending information. So that's the definition that you get in the dictionary. So to some extent, I think you're right, but yeah, I guess it's just using computers to do different things with, manipulate data, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So there's actually a Wikipedia article about it, which would be something good to read if you're interested in reading a little bit more about information technology.
Okay, Joshua.
But yeah, okay. So hopefully that helps. Does anybody have any other questions here? Really good questions, by the way. Okay. And so let's go on to the next page. And let's try this. Let's start with Quentin. Can you read the first sentence and try to fill in the gap?
Okay. So sometimes some forms of technology are more effective than um, I don't know. Sometimes some forms are technology more effective than digital native solution. No.
Not quite.
Cutting edge
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
solutions.
cutting edge. Can you read that
Cutting
one more
edge
time?
solutions that can be less reliable.
Reliable.
Damn it. Repeat, please.
Yeah, reliable.
Reliable. Okay.
Good. And so what's a cutting edge solution?
Again, please.
So what is a cutting edge solution?
I don't know.
Okay, does anybody know? Any ideas? Yeah, the newest. So cutting edge would be the newest, exactly. So he's saying that simpler forms of technology, so maybe the older ones, the less advanced ones, work better than new cutting edge solutions. Hopefully that makes sense. Quentin, do you understand?
Yes, hello.
Okay. Let's have Sergey. What about the next one?
Okay. One difficulty for consumers is that if they invest in new technology, it may quickly become outdated or obsolete.
Good. Perfect. Really good job. Good pronunciation as well.
Thanks.
David, you're welcome. What about the next one? David, are you there? Okay, let's skip David and let's go to Felipe.
The digital native generation has a considerable advantage over people from an older generation who sometimes find it difficult to adapt to new technologies.
Mm-hmm. Good. Really good work, Felipe. Good pronunciation too, and yeah. Jose, what about the next one?
Yes. Not everyone, however, is equally enthusiastic about this advance, and some e-books even refuse to own a mobile phone.
Not quite.
No?
No. So, do you know what an ebook is?
Yes. Electronic book.
Yeah, so like an electronic book. So, an ebook couldn't refuse to own a mobile phone.
Technophobes?
Mm-hmm. What's a technophobe?
Someone who hates technology.
Yeah, somebody who fears almost technology. So, someone who fears technology. Good. Yeah, really nice job. Quentin, what about the next one?
One example of how new technology can harm more traditional industries is the negative impact. Ebooks. Ebooks are having an old-fashioned publishing.
Good. Publishing.
Publishing.
Good. And sorry, Jose, can you repeat advances?
Advances. Advances.
Good.
Advances.
And perfect. Sergey, what about the last one?
This can be seen by how in just 20 years most people expect to have an internet connection and are disappointed if it's not broadband.
Perfect. Really well done. Good pronunciation of disappointed. Okay, and Adela, welcome to class. Adela, how are you doing?
Fine, thanks.
Nice. Okay, good to hear. Does anybody have any questions on this page?
Yes, Joshua. Broadband is like internet with a lot of speed.
Yeah, broadband is just a type of internet. So, yeah, like a way to transmit data, but usually it's faster. Okay, and any other questions?
No.
Okay. Let's go on to the next page. And Adela, can you read the comic?
Yes, there aren't any icons to click. It's a chalkboard.
Can you repeat chalk?
Chalkboard.
Yeah, it sounds like chalk.
Chalkboard.
Yeah. Ooh, and maybe there's like that T, so cha.
Chalkboard.
There you go. Chalkboard.
Chalkboard.
Good. Chalkboard. And so, Adela, have you had any classes without power recently?
It's not a digital board.
Yeah. Sorry.
And the boy don't understand where are the icons.
Yeah, the boy doesn't understand.
Doesn't understand where are the icons.
Yeah. And so my question to you was, have you had any classes without power recently? Have you had any classes when the power went out?
Yes, and the power is cut in my school, and I need to no, and I needed to use the shock board.
Okay. So this is the same thing that happened before. So it's only happened that once, right?
Yes, it's same to the comic.
Okay.
Because students didn't understand. We couldn't have the image, etc.
Yeah. Okay. So that works. All right. And so, David, how important do you think is technology in the classroom? How important is technology to modern learning?
Yes, well, I think it's quite important in some situation, like for example, Berlin. If we didn't, if we doesn't have this kind of hangout information communication technology, we weren't be able to attend your classes. So in this situation is very important. But in other hand, I think the technology is not so important in the regular classroom because if you don't have PowerPoint, you can use the normal chalkboard for give the class.
Okay. To give the class.
To give the class, right?
Yeah, but that was good. Yeah, maybe just remember we wouldn't say on the other hand the technology. We'd say on the other hand technology isn't.
Okay, without the article, right?
But good. I think that's great.
Thank you.
And we've got Mr. Coffee. Welcome to class, Mr. Coffee. How's it going? Okay, and I'm not sure if I know your name. Mr. Coffee, are you participating in class?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Joshua, are you there?
I don't know.
It looked like he's not.
Joshua have left
Zero
the
bound.
class.
Yes.
Have left the class.
Okay, so I'm taking the lead. Okay, so
How are you doing?
I'm good. Hey, Felipe, you are working in IT, aren't you?
Oh,
You are working in IT now?
Mhm.
I know you were talking about Linux, etc.
oh, I'm quite lost. Could you repeat, please?
You are working in IT, isn't it?
No, we can't hear you. Yeah.
You know? No.
I think he's trying to reconnect.
Yes. He's trying to reconnect.
There he is.
Joshua is here.
Hey guys, sorry about
Welcome
that.
back, Joshua.
Yes.
I lost
Joshua,
my
come
internet
back.
connection for a second.
Come back.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Very well.
All right, perfect. Let's get back into what we were doing.
We can hear you well.
Okay, good. And sorry about that little blip. Felipe, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So, are you a digital native, Felipe?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
My first computer, I received it like when I was 5 years old, I think.
Nice. Okay, so pretty much digital native, yeah. And so, what was it like for your parents, do you think, learning how to live with computers?
For my dad, it was kind of easy. I mean, he learned programming in the late 70s, so he worked with the gods, with holes. I didn't know the name of those and that kind of thing, so it was pretty easy to him to get used to it. And for my mother, it has been a hard process, and it still is, to fight with her smartphone every day.
Been a hard process. And she still fights with her smartphone every day. Yeah, good. Okay. Really good answer. And let's go on. To the next page. Yes. And let's have Felipe. Can you ask, or can you read this part right here, Felipe?
Science fiction and technology. Science fiction writers like Jules Verne have always written about incredible scientific advances, like submarines and space travel, years before such things were thought possible.
Submarines. Submarines. Can you repeat submarines?
Submarines.
And submarines. And can you ask Jose the first question?
Okay, Jose, when you were a child, what science fiction technologies did you think you would see by 2014?
When I was a child, I think that I will see laptops small, smartphones very fast.
Nice. So you, when you were a child, you thought you'd see small laptops and very fast smartphones?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe Mr. Coffee, I'm not sure if you're there. Are you able to talk, Mr. Coffee?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you. How are you?
Doing well, thanks for asking. And what's your name? I'm sorry, Mr. Coffee.
You can call me Mr. Coffee, or my real name is Adil.
Abel. Adil.
Yes, Adil. Yes.
Okay, I had you in class twice before, right?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, it was a while ago. So
Yes.
I was pretty sure I'd had you. So nice to see you again, Adil.
Yeah,
And
same here.
nice. Let's have Jose. Can you ask Adil the same
Yeah.
question?
When you were a child, what science fiction technologies did you think you would see by 2014?
Uh, to be honest, I didn't imagine it's because the technology it's in 10 years it's developed a lot really, and it's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, so technology has developed a lot in the last 10 years, maybe?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so it's unbelievable. But there's nothing that you thought you might see that you still haven't seen? So, like, maybe teleportation or flying cars or things like that. Is there anything that you thought you would see that you haven't seen?
No, I haven't seen. If I see, maybe I can imagine.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And so, Adil, can you ask Quentin the next question?
Okay. Do you think that science fiction writers influence the advance in technology? Why or why not?
I don't know. Maybe it could be. Yes, when we can see Jules Verne talking about submarines, maybe I don't know. What 100 years before it's been create, maybe, but yeah, that's all. I don't know.
Okay. Good. Um, all right. This is good. Maybe just, Adil, can you repeat advances?
It's advances.
Mm-hmm.
Advances.
Yeah, advances. Good.
Okay, advances. Okay.
Yeah. Advances. And does anybody have any questions on this page?
No.
Okay.
I have question. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
What mean of science fiction?
Okay. Who can explain what science fiction is?
Is that
It's
sorry?
no, go on.
Something that
No, no,
is
no,
not
no.
real, is surreal, no?
Yeah. So maybe not quite surreal.
Yeah.
It's imagining something. So like usually greater technology, like a world with greater technology than what we have. But it's a similar world, just with greater technology, is normally science fiction. So
Okay,
it
it's mean
tries to stay with the
yeah.
laws of nature, yeah. So there's no
It's like
magic or anything. Huh?
imagining something we don't have right now.
Yeah, so imagining something we don't have, but trying to base this imagining on feasible or like potentially possible advances in technology or society. That's science fiction. It's possible. It's
Okay,
feasible.
yeah. Thank you. I understand.
Good. Any other questions? Okay. Let's look at this. And let's have Sergey, can you read the comic? And Adela, can you read this last part?
If we build our software with no bugs, we can make a 10% return on our investment. But if we do a good job, they can make a 40% return by selling upgrades and service. But don't worry, we only have the budget for a good job.
I can't remember if we're cheap or smart. Few,
Good. What
few,
was that? Yeah, few. Few.
few.
Good. And let's have Sergey. Can you ask Adela this first question?
Adela, what does this comic say about technology?
I don't have clear the meaning no about the comic, but I think people, the audience, don't remember about the boss or the this man expose. I think because it's younger than the speech, maybe it's a little obsolete, but I don't have.
Okay, I think it's a little
Yeah,
bit different. Um,
okay.
but good idea. But yeah, slightly different. Let's have David. What do you think?
About the first question, Joshua?
Yeah. What do you think it's trying to say?
Okay, well, it's trying to say that the people that create software, well, is they always have return of money. Doesn't matter if what they create is good or is poor, and maybe if the quality is low, they are able to earn more money because they could sell upgrades and technical service for the customers. Mm, and that the technology maybe is addictive.
Yeah.
And I have a question, Joshua. In the last sentence says, I can remember if we are cheap or smart. When says if we are cheap, it's like if we are stingy?
Stingy, yes.
Stingy. I am thinking that, right?
So
Stingy.
stingy is cheap, is unwilling to spend money. So unwilling to spend lots of money would be stingy. So yeah, I think this is good. So people who create software will always make a return. But if they make a poor product, they often make a bigger return because they're also able to sell upgrades and services. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I
Right.
think that was exactly right. Does anybody have any questions about this comic? Any questions? About any of these words or the meanings or anything at all? Okay. Maybe let's have David. Can you ask Felipe the second question?
Okay, Felipe, what are some drawbacks to purchasing new technology?
Right now, I can think of two. The first one will be the programmed obsolescence. It's a concept that refers that the makers of these products make them, redundancy, so they kind of stop working after a time. So you buy another one. And the second one, I think it has to do with the advance, the extremely quickly advance of technology nowadays. So if you buy the top of the line product, the top of the line smartphone, the next year it will be kind of obsolete. It happens the same with consoles, for example.
Mm-hmm. Is obsolete the very next year. Good. I think that's great. So planned obsolescence is when they make an end time and they program it into the product itself. And I actually don't know how to spell obsolescence. CS. But good. I think that was really great, Felipe. Really good explanation. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions or comments?
Yes. What mean of drawbacks?
Drawbacks are negative things. Are
Sorry.
they're negative things. They're yeah, bad things about something are drawbacks. So one drawback to uh, investing in the stock market is that it is dangerous, and
Oh, okay.
so it changes a lot.
Okay. Thank you, teacher. Okay. I understand.
Okay, perfect. Any other questions or comments? Yeah, a con. Okay, well done. And let's go to this one. Okay. This is good. This is a little bit tricky. Um, let's start with Adil. Can you try the first sentence? Fill in the blank.
Yes. Uh, the company finally to update their technology.
Oh.
Uh, I don't have. I'm sorry. I don't know how to. Yes. I don't have idea. I'm sorry, teacher.
Okay. Can anybody help him out with this?
Can I try?
Yeah.
The company have finally decided to update their technology.
Good. It's finally decided. Update their technology. That's perfect. And Adil, can you repeat that sentence?
Yes, the company has finally decided to update their technology.
Good. And
Yes.
Jose? Yeah. Jose, can you try the next one?
People often blind learning how to use new software. People often to buy learning?
Not quite.
No, but why
So
not?
we'd have to complicate it. You said to like?
To like or dislike.
Yeah, so, but we would have to use
Like.
the present. Yeah, people often like learning.
Like people often like learning how to use new software. Right.
Good. And what about the next one, Quentin? Can you try this next sentence?
Okay, so by this time tomorrow I will have to learn from IT school. No, by this time tomorrow I
Yeah, by this time tomorrow,
plan to learn it from IT school.
Close. You could say I am going. I don't know if to learn. To learn would work. There's a better one, I think.
This time. I will learn.
I'm going to graduate from IT school and get my diploma, maybe. It's a little bit tricky, but I think graduate would be the better word here.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Sergey, actually, we're just about done with class. Does anybody have any last questions before we finish up?
Okay. I'll buy a new computer.
Yeah, that works, for sure. Nice job, Sergey. I will buy
And the last, I've known a lot about the technology today.
I have learned, I think.
Okay, but okay.
Okay, well, good. And yeah, so thanks for coming into class, everybody. Have a really good evening.
Okay, Joshua.
Thank you, Josh, for lesson.
Take care. Take care.
See you later, Joshua. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye bye.